Billboard's 2018 Woman of the Year, Ariana Grande, dropped a surprise new single, Thank You Next, just a few days ago. The song has already reached #1 on Spotify and Apple Music charts. Thank You Next references her past ex-boyfriends, including her most recent ex, SNL cast member Pete Davidson. Her single was dropped a half hour before Saturday Night Live aired. During Pete's show, he made a point to acknowledge the breakup, saying he genuinely wishes her all the happiness in the world. In campus news, you've likely heard a lot about the film Crazy Rich Asians. Last week, a Bradley student organization held a party to commemorate the film. Thomas Pickering has the story.
Last summer, the film Crazy Rich Asians made headlines for being one of the few Hollywood films to feature a near-exclusively Asian and Asian American cast. Last week, Bradley's Asian American Association, in collaboration with the ACBU, held a party to celebrate the film's success. Though many studios initially hesitated to finance a feature film with a predominantly Asian cast, the film took the world by storm, grossing over $200 million worldwide. Even though the movie came out nearly 4 months ago, it still has the power to draw massive crowds. I'm here at the Marty Theater, where it's the last night where they're showing Crazy Rich Asians, and I've been told that there are over 200 people in this theater alone. To learn more about how important the film's success is, we talked to Jonali Almaria, the president of the Asian American Association.
Growing up, I didn't have many Asian American actors, actresses, or characters to look up to other than maybe Mulan. Being able to go to the movies, turn on the TV, and see someone who looks like me in different roles is a really big deal. It allows me to say, hey, that could be me, and envision myself in bigger roles, doing bigger things.
A sequel to Crazy Rich Asians has already been announced, with the director, producers, and writers all expected to return. But Jonali hopes that the film will have a greater impact within Hollywood.
The first movie was a big deal for the community, and I feel that it's going to inspire a lot of Asian American content creators and screenwriters to get their work out there and create more roles for Asian American actors, actresses, and talent.
For BUTV News, I'm Thomas Pickering.
Speaking of Crazy Rich Asians, that was actually one film ACBU chose to show on campus. But have you ever wondered how they decide what movies to show? Well, BUTV's got the inside scoop. Reporter Taylor Musgrove sits down with an ACBU coordinator to walk us through the process.
Every month, ACBU shows different films from a variety of genres to the Bradley campus. ACBU cinema coordinator Ellie Fanning breaks down how they pick these movies. First, 2 ACBU cinema coordinators work with a film distribution company to see what movies are available.
So the way we pick movies is we work with a company called Swank, and essentially they just have a big database of movies that are in the stages, like they're no longer in theaters, but they have not yet come out on DVD. So we're able to pick from that database of movies.
According to Fanning, movies that have left the theaters but aren't yet on DVD is a sweet spot for college students.
That way there's an incentive for students to go, so it's not like, oh, I can just watch that on Netflix. What's the point in getting out of bed? Like, oh, I can't see Crazy Rich Asians in my room. Might as well go down to Marty Theater and come check that out. So it kind of gives you more of a movie theater experience.
Next, they decide what movies will do well on campus.
So you don't really know what movies are going to do well or not. You kind of just go based off what you think the school's going to like, what you think is going to do well. Like romantic comedies and comedies in general tend to do better than like scary movies or action movies. Action movies aren't terrible, but if you have like a Marvel action movie, that's going to do incredible, hands down.
And Fanning says the best part of her job is hearing the reactions from the audience.
Something sad happened, everyone's like, no! Or something exciting, everyone's like, yeah! And if someone just like made a sassy comment or something, we got that, oh! And just everyone in the theater gets really hyped and into it, so seeing that's really cool.
If you want to get involved in ACBU Cinema, you can talk to one of the coordinators, go to the ACBU website, or follow any of the ACBU social media pages. For BUTV News, I'm Taylor Musgrove.
This year's fall play is She Kills Monsters, a powerful journey of discovery through the 1990s world of fantasy role-playing games. Elise Holskoff sat down with the director to find out more.
She Kills Monsters is a dramatic comedy that takes a turn into the world of fantasy role-playing games. This play tells the story of Agnes Evans as she struggles with the loss of her family. When she finds her sister's notebook, she's transformed into Tilly's secret world of Dungeons and Dragons. This is the most demanding show that Hartman has ever put on, causing the department to only put on one show this semester. Over the course of rehearsals, there were many fair shares of ups and downs. Scott Canoff, the department head and director, talks about the various things that they were able to accomplish.
Different challenges for the performers and the production people, I think. For the performers, sustaining their stamina over such a long period of time. You know, we usually rehearse 4 or 5 nights a week, and this is a very taxing show with all the physical activity, so that's been a big challenge.
There were challenges that the entire cast had to overcome in a short amount of time. One of the main aspects of the play is fight scenes. Lead actress Alicia Vasquez talks about her personal challenges within the show.
Like the fight choreography, that was, I was really excited about that because I've never done that ever, you know, like besides like just play fighting as a kid, that's the only experience I had. So working with Trevor and Justin on that was like the first few weeks was really, really challenging.
Alright guys, we're going to take it from...
This production is bigger than any play or musical Bradley has put on. Scott talks about the lessons he learned through the process of directing the show.
To trust what engages you, because the play really engaged me for lots of reasons. To take chances, because once we realized it, yeah, it probably was too big for us. We went ahead and did it anyway, and the rewards have been really big. And to trust your collaborators.
She Kills Monsters opens tomorrow, Thursday, November 8th, through Saturday, November 10th at 7:30 p.m., and Sunday, November 11th at 2 p.m. Tickets are available at the box office in the Hartman Center, or contact the box office through Bradley's website. For BUTV News, I'm Elise Holskoff.
I don't know if you guys heard, but this weekend it was actually announced that Idris Elba is the sexiest man alive.
Oh. Wow. Okay, I agree with that.
I thought Kevin Hart.
Let's go.
Up next, we'll meet a familiar furry friend you've probably seen around campus.
And later, Carly Channel will have your latest sports.